Hey, I'm going to be talking about the Cecil Hotel today. The Cecil Hotel is in Los Angeles and it's near Skid Row. There are a lot of homeless people around there, drug users on the streets. It's a very bad energy because of all the drugs. And Ted Bundy stayed there. And also, a girl disappeared from there, and that is what I'm going to be talking about. So, I'm sure you all saw the Netflix special because you're all interested in this case, and you've probably already watched it because that's why you're clicking on this channel about the Cecil Hotel. I'm going to Google the girl in the elevator that was found at the Cecil Hotel so you can just see a brief video of it. One second, bear with me. Okay, so the death of Elisa Lam, or I don't know how to pronounce her name. This is her picture, her photo right here. I'll enlarge it so you can see her. There she is. And then this is the video.
Running's the best way to lose weight, right? That's actually wrong.
Commercial. Okay. So that is her walking in the elevator. It looks like she's pressing all the buttons, and it looks like she's trying to stay away from someone. It looks like she's going to come out and look around. And they said that she was on her medications for mental illness, and then she went off of them. The detectives researched that. And then she was found on the rooftop in a water tank that kept the water reserves for the hotel itself. So then the water was coming out brown, and somebody noticed it was brown, so they complained. So the janitor had to go up there, and you literally have to, from the outside of the building, climb a ladder to get to it, or from the inside of the building, there's a lock, and only the janitor has the ability to open that. And she was found in that water tank. So you wonder, nobody really knows what happened to her. Nobody got arrested, a suspect or anything. They think that she was in a drug state of a mental illness state and climbed up the ladder. But the thing is that for her to do that, she went back in the elevator now again. No, that's when she, okay. So anyway, you can watch this on Netflix. It's a special about the Cecil Hotel. So anyway, I want to listen to her spirit though. So I'm going to call her in. I'm going to look at her photo, and I'm going to see if she talks to me in spirit and tells me exactly what happened. So I'm going to call her in. And she's from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Elisa Lam. Okay, so Elisa Lam, I need you to come here in spirit and talk to me. And you are deceased now on the other side, so only you know what happened when your body was found missing. Okay, right away she said joint control. So what she meant by that was somebody had tried to control her, because joint means two people. So there was somebody else involved. She didn't just go in that tank herself, because it would be very hard to climb up in that tank, get down. She didn't have any clothes on, I believe, and shut the tank. The tank was shut, so she wouldn't have been able to close that door. It's not like she was going to go in for a swim. Now, I want to see if they can tell me the name of the perpetrator, or actually show me what happened to her. And what immediately they show me was shoes, 2 pairs of shoes. And that there was, they said something about surveillance. Okay, they said he held her captive. They said he held her captive. Okay, so he robbed her of her money. They said that. I'm seeing her spirit right now fly over some drawers or something, like some dresser drawers in the hotel room. I wonder. I feel like there's some evidence. They did say something about a towel soaked too. A towel soaked. Okay, go back. I'm losing connection with her. 1 second. I have to call her in again. Keep talking, please. Elisa Lam. Keep talking. Okay, there will be a suspect. That's what she just said. Suspect. Okay, wait. Kim? Okay, they said the name Kim just now. Kim. She said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they said something about she thought this person was her twin soul. Hi, for all of you who are joining me. I'm doing a video on this person here. She had passed and she was in the water tank on top of the roof at the Cecil Hotel. There's a lot of energy or activity around here because I'm talking to her spirit right now. So this is what this video is about today. And thank you all for joining me. It's very fascinating, but that's the information that I got so far. Okay, now they said a name just now. They said Walter. And I do not believe they said water. I am seeing somebody. It's weird. Okay. I am seeing, okay, they said heroin user. They said he was a heroin user. So he wanted money from her. So he said, more pay, I need more money. Okay, and there's that it did also, she did also say in spirit that there was something with other drugs like crystal meth, things like that. I think he gave her something. I think he gave her a serious drug, which was crystal meth. I think she sat with this person in the hotel and got together with him. And then when she got into the elevator, she was on something, crystal meth. I don't know if they would have found it in her system from the autopsy because maybe, I don't know. It's weird that they didn't say anything about finding that in her system, but maybe she. I'm just listening. It might be saying that he was on it then, because I would think that the coroners and the autopsy would have found it in her system. But it would definitely have had to do with the perpetrator being a drug user, and I know that person went to a lot of trouble to hide her. Yes, it was very shocking because there's no way any girl could climb that scary ladder up to the rooftop, and there's no way she could have entered into the other door that the janitor only had the opening, ability to open. And the hotel people had to have the key or whatever, and there was alarm system. So somebody definitely harmed her, and they know that, and they said there will be a suspect soon. They said his name was Walter. They did say that. That's the name I got here. Okay, now they said steamroller. He does operate a steamroller truck or something like that. They're calling it. I don't know what a steamroller is. Do you guys know what a steamroller is? They're saying something about a steamroller, and I don't know what it is. Let me look. Let me Google this. My phone's almost dead, but I'm going to see if I can still get some juice in my phone here and Google steamroller. Now, steamroller sounds like a train, doesn't it? Let me just see. There's a steam elevator. Steamroller, a heavy, slow-moving vehicle with a roller used to flatten the surfaces of roads during construction. Oh, so that he has a job doing that kind of work. I do feel like he does some drugs, though. Now, you would not think that a person that was capable of operating a steamroller would be able to get hold of drugs like heroin and things, but I think they're saying it then symbolically, maybe, that he was a drug user or he did some kind of drugs. He's okay because they said they were high together, but they did say that they had intimacy and sex with each other. They did just say that. But they're saying that he operates this type of vehicle, steamroller. So he works on some kind of construction site. And he was near there for business. So he was staying in that hotel for business. Yeah, it flattens concrete and tar, but I think he was staying there for a construction job near the area. And I think something just happened. They got into a fight, and somehow he killed her. He put her in that water tank, and I don't know how the heck he would have done that, and how the heck he would have gotten down. But there's something about shoes, because they show me shoes, that the evidence is shoes, that they're going to find shoes. And that's how the guy is going to get caught, the perpetrator, finally, the suspect, that she is saying that they will catch a suspect. Now, this happened a while back. I don't know how many years ago this happened now, because this was a Netflix special. I happened to see it in the wintertime. Her parents seemed devastated. I mean, her parents really, of course, took it very hard. Very young, girl with lots of, looking, forward to her future, college student. I believe she was a college student, wasn't she? Let me see. Elisa Lam. Oops. Crime scene, the vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Yeah, this is the official trailer of the vanishing of the Netflix.
What do you think people imagine when they picture the Cecil Hotel? Is there a room here that maybe somebody hasn't died in? I never got used to that.
Throughout its history, the Hotel Cecil has always had a dark persona.
People call it Hotel Death.
I would never step foot in that hotel. I would never stay in that hotel overnight. I would never. Ted Bundy stayed there.
And no one's got a problem with that.
A hotel with a notorious past is the site of another bizarre case.
She was brave to go alone.
Is missing. Answer questions.
She was brave to go there alone. You're correct. I think she was fascinated with it, or possibly she didn't know how bad of a reputation it had either. she might not have known, because she was looking for an inexpensive place to stay in LA, and she might have had not had a clue that it was really near Skid Row, which is a famous place for all the homeless people, all the drugs. She might not have known how dangerous it was there. And she might have been very trusting. And she met this person in another hotel room. I do feel like he was staying in that hotel also, and he operated the steamroller. So yeah, this is what she said in spirit to me. I communed with her spirit over and over, just in this video, and that's what she said. So that's it pretty much in a nutshell. We can have conversations now. Hi, Cat Bus, my neighbor. How you doing? Thank you for being here with me. Aqua Yazzie. Yeah, a functioning addict for sure. Okay, good, Mama B. I'm glad he reached out to you. That's awesome. Today we're talking about the Cecil Hotel. Mama B, have you seen anything about the Cecil Hotel? Have you seen the Netflix special? Very dangerous hotel in the Los Angeles area that is right near Skid Row. It's been known for its murders. Ted Bundy stayed there. Very dark, and the receptionist that worked there, or the owner of that hotel that worked there for many years, had stated in the interview that we just watched how many murders there were in there. She says, just every week something happened. Somebody was killed in that hotel. So very, very tragic story about a pretty young Asian girl, I believe, or of Japanese or Chinese descent, not sure, lived in Canada, and something happened to her, and she ended up in the water tank on the rooftop. And the only way she would have gotten up there is to climb the ladder outside the building, which was very scary. There's no way she could have went out the whatever and climbed up the ladder to the roof. And the police are trying to say that she had mental illness. Well, if you have a record of mental illness, you might as well screwed. They're not going to work on your case as much because you have a record of mental illness. You know what I'm saying? So if you have bipolar or schizophrenic or anything like that of mental illness in your chart of your medical history, they're going to kind of brush that off as, oh, well, she was taking her prescription medications and she went in there herself and tried to commit suicide. The detectives are probably going to give up on it. But, doing the research and the investigation, they have to see that something doesn't add up, that this girl could not have went up there herself. And she came from a very loving, good family. So it's unfortunate that she was on the medications in the first place, because they probably made her more trusting, because that's what those medications do, those prescription antidepressants. They make you so trusting in the universe that you go off your deep end for a while, and especially if you come off of them too. So, it made her probably more trusting than she would have normally been in a stranger. They call them the happy drugs, I watched something on YouTube, said it was a setup. She knew something about some science stuff, and her name is named after a drug from her university, but I don't know. Okay, well, that's probably a theory, whether it's a conspiracy theory or not. She knew something about some science stuff. Her name is named after a drug from her university. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. But what I talked to her just now in spirit, and this is what I heard. So when you play back the whole video, you'll hear what she said to me in spirit. I got reception from her right away. So there were psychic readings on, oh, thanks, Mama B, heard everything. Sorry, I had to explain it all over again. But sometimes it's good to talk about it again. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, do not ever want to go to that hotel, even if you want a haunted tour of it, because it just feels like there's energy in there that just is very stuck, and you could come out with that soaked on energy on your psyche, your energy field, and it would be not good, I don't think. You'd have to bring a lot of sage. I couldn't bring enough sage. I'd have to bring 200 pounds of bundles of sage to smudge that hotel to get that negative energy out of there, and that wouldn't even help. So crystals, whatever, for protection. You know, I'd go in there really guarded if I would ever do a haunted paranormal investigation, but I don't even think I'd want to be in that area because of all the danger of Skid Row, how it's just very seedy, I want to call it. I'm sorry, I might be sounding judgmental. And I feel bad for all the homeless people that are there, but they all are drug addicts, and there's just lines and lines of them, you know. And so naivety's trying to spread her wings. Yeah, for sure. Wouldn't be able to sleep. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep either. Bad energy area. Yeah. So I thought it was fascinating, though. There were psychic readings on her also. Okay, I'd like to know who did the psychic readings on it. I'd like to watch what they say if it matches up with anything I said. Yeah, and by the way, I'm going to try to start to come on here more and do some investigations on some things, and maybe some crime investigations with my psychic abilities. Or, you know, I'd like to take suggestions of what you guys would like me to do videos on. I get really interested in these kind of things. I kind of tend to, you know, be, and Lisa Williams, a psychic, talks about this too, and she actually does cold cases and helps like the FBI and things like that with her abilities. And she says, yeah, I like a real gruesome story, and she gets her excited, you know. And I guess I kind of have that myself a little bit, you know, that it fascinates me, you know. As long as I can keep the light in myself, you know, and just help and connect with the spirit. And so you have to have a certain kind of mentality for that kind of work, I think. And I feel like I'm a serious enough person that I probably do have the mentality for that kind of work, to be like a forensic psychic detective or whatever. I've always been fascinated with it. And I have helped, you know, I've actually called the law enforcement for some missing person cases, like the Harley Dilly case that I did a video on. And I was somewhat accurate that he was deceased, and I had told the police that, and I told them that I felt like he was stuck in cement blocks. So that gave me encouragement. He was stuck in a chimney. So I had told the law that I thought that. So I kind of tried to build up a reputation with different various law enforcement people and calling them, you know. And usually, you know, I always get really stressed out before I do that, because I'm like, oh God, I'm calling law enforcement. But I just feel like as a psychic, I have to tell what I got. And they're always interested. They're always interested to take the information. Of course, they probably consider you a suspect too, but that's okay, because I take that risk. And then I tell them to look at my website, and then it proves that I'm psychic. So yeah, I'd like to take some suggestions of what you guys would like. So used to enjoy Jerry Morris. He did crime readings, but he just disappeared. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, and I don't like to focus too much on that, because I feel like what you focus on, you draw your energy to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to focus on the good stuff in the world. So I have to really be careful, you know, like I smudge myself really well, and I don't want to focus too much on the crime aspect of the readings. But I thought this would be an interesting video, and that's why I did it. So yeah. So that was a sad case too. Yeah, it sounds like it was. The you mean the Harley Dilly case? Oh, I have to look at your older videos. Yeah, and I tend to get like a little obsessed when those cases come about, like the boy when he was missing. He was only like 14 years old. I just couldn't stop obsessing about that boy and what happened to him. You know, he was gone for like 3 weeks or so. Just disappeared from a home. And here he was at a house right across the street from his own home. And he got into the chimney. He went on the rooftop and got into the chimney and got stuck, and he died there. And yeah, so anyway. Okay, well, that's about all I wanted to talk about today. If you guys have any suggestions, write me a note underneath. I thought I would just do that really quick. Now, the crime lab, they talked about the crime lab just now. So I do feel like they're going to find something out soon. I do feel like it will be solved. Now, for some reason, this is another thing on the side, but I keep hearing my spirit guide say Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart. It's weird. I don't know why they keep saying this. But we'll see. Okay. I know somebody that knows Martha Stewart. So maybe she does. Maybe she gets psychic readings. Who knows? So maybe I'll do a reading for Martha Stewart. Who knows? I don't know why my spirit guides keep talking about her. They've been talking about her just since I started doing this video. I have a prediction for her. So we'll see what it is. Hey, there is a guy that I kind of like. We are online friend. How does he feel about me? I'm going to be answering questions probably tomorrow when I come on live. This one was totally about the Cecil Hotel, so I'm sorry. I have to kind of take a break. I've been doing too many readings today. I did 4 or 5 at the house, so I apologize. But keep following me, keep subscribing to me. Catch my future videos. I will be up and running, answering more questions. Be sure to follow me on TikTok as Psychic Jane. I have now I'm climbing up to almost 70,000 followers now because I've been going live for about a good year now. I'd like you to follow my friend.
Once I figure out how to connect it to.
I'd like you to follow my friend Diane Lamont also. Okay. She just got her own YouTube channel now, and it's called Appalachia Granny Witch Diane Lamont. She's an angel. I love her. I talked to her on the phone, and her and I kind of hit it off, and so it's Appalachia Granny Witch Diane Lamont. Maybe you could you guys could subscribe to her right away, please. Go ahead and subscribe to her. Probably she might be found in YouTube under Diane Lamont, but she's definitely Diane Lamont on TikTok, so you can follow her there. She has now she has 187,000 followers. She's almost up to 200,000 followers, and she's growing very fast. And her videos are about folklore, magic, and granny witch. So she's genius as far as the material that she's been doing on her TikTok to get all these people, because it's very unique and people are very fascinated with it. So I'm proud of her. She's doing really well. Oh yeah, I can type it in the comment. Yes. And she said her name on TikTok is Appalachian. Is that how you spell Appalachian? I don't know. Granny Witch. You might have to find her just through her name, Diane Lamont, because I tried to search for her and I couldn't find her yet. And I was bummed because I wanted to subscribe to her videos. But it's Appalachian Granny Witch Diane Lamont. But go ahead and maybe you could type in Granny Witch or Diane Lamont just separately on YouTube search, and you would find her. If anybody finds her for me, please let me know, because I had a hard time finding her. I like to help other people out. I like to help especially my friends. She helped me. I have to help her. Let me see if I can find her just under her name, maybe. Diane Lamont. I know how hard it is to get subscribers. I think YouTube is a little. Here she is, Psychic Medium Diane Lamont. Okay, she said to find her under Appalachian Granny Witch, but it's Diane Lamont. She's already got 132 subscribers. That's pretty good. She's doing good already. Redneck Tree Service, World's Smallest Snake, Meeting Your Spirit Guide, Psychic Medium. Wow. Okay. Is that her? Yeah, 5 years ago. Oh, so she started a YouTube video 5 years ago, a YouTube channel 5 years ago. All right, so I hope Diane watches this video, and maybe she's watching later. So thank you guys for being here. Please suggest, like I said, what you guys would like me to. Thank you for subscribing, Her Cat Busts My Neighbor. Thank you so much. And thank you. Oh, and I forgot. Show your support. I forgot to press that button. The monetize button when I do a video now. YouTube, I just had a meeting with them the other day, and they said, be sure to click on the monetization button. So I hope that's it. Can you guys see if that comes on? A little button. I totally forgot to do this when I'm going on my video. So here all the time, I haven't gotten paid on my YouTube videos because I didn't press them on. I didn't know you had to do it every time. So here, and I don't, care really about the money that much when I'm on YouTube or TikTok. I don't really make that much money at all. I make money because the clients that come to my home that I do hour-long readings for. But just, in the future, consider doing a phone reading with me or whatever. Spell IHOP, then say Ness. Swagga. Okay, whatever. Okay. Thanks for being here, though. Please subscribe to me. I will post it under the video when it is over. Okay. Great. Great. You're going to post her video? Thank you. Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much for doing that for me, Cat Bus. Do you have a question you want to ask me, Cat Bus? I can answer it psychically, since you're doing that for me. I give, you give back in return. That's how we do it here. If you have a question, let me know. Thank you all for showing your love and support and following me and following my videos. I like YouTube because less is more. When I go live on TikTok, it's like, woo, tons of people, hundreds and hundreds, and I get a little overwhelmed because the questions are going fast, so fast it gets across the screen. And YouTube kind of inspired me now to do more videos because I had a meeting with them, some of the people that work at YouTube. So that was nice, and they said they're going to send me some kind of gift package. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see what that's about. Yay. I get a present in the mail. Will you get good news on Monday? Yes. I heard yes right away. They said you'll feel better. Cat Bus, my neighbor, you'll feel better. So you will get good news on Monday. Yes. Let's see this button here. So create a poll, and this is show your support for Psychic Jane. Okay. So see, I turned that on. Can you guys see that now on there? Oh, you're welcome, Cat Bus. From now on, I'm going to hit that little button at the bottom because I didn't realize I was supposed to do that every single time. And I might start to do like these videos where I say, okay, if you want a tarot in-depth reading with me, hit the donate button or whatever and donate like $10 to me or whatever. I'm going to keep it low. I'm not going to go to 20 because I know, people on virtual, it's different. And I don't have a lot of time either, because I'm doing so many readings at home. I tend to like my readings personally at home better than I do, readings virtually, but I do good on readings virtually also. But I can't see you guys, you're not with me on the screen. I just see your little pictures and your names. It is tiring. That's why I've kind of told myself, why don't you take a break from social media for a while, Jane? You're really overworking yourself. I do tend to overwork. I'm a hard worker, but I love it. I will leave a space at the beginning of the link so it doesn't get deleted. Okay, great. Thank you so much for helping me out. So I feel good. I feel like you'll feel better by Monday. You'll get good news. Okay. Okay. I'm going to keep this video 33 minutes. I'm going to end the stream now. And yeah, I have to clear my head. You're right. I clear my head by meditation, so it works very well for me. So thank you all for being here, and thanks, guys. Bye-bye.